Power 92. We are #1 in the streets.
Oh, dope. Okay. So Feather, again, just want to say I'm super glad to actually talk to you, meet you. We zoom in and out, but like I say, it's definitely gonna open up real soon. I can't wait. Rewinding back, I got in tune with you, saw the record. I thought it was super catchy, super different, and I thought it was Chicago. I was like, this is Chicago to the fullest. And then you added the R&B to it, and it's that saying. Yeah, and it's that saying, like, radio, they, R&B dead, and they really don't play R&B and all that stuff. And I was like, this just different though. This is like, let's rewind. Okay, you from Chicago?
Yeah.
West side, I can tell.
No, south side.
No, you be on the west side though. You gotta be on the west side.
I don't go to no west side.
You gotta be on the west side.
I don't know people from the west side, but no, I'm from the south side.
South side? What part of the south side?
Well, I grew up from the south suburbs.
South suburb? Oh, okay.
Over there by Country Club Hills, over
Got
there.
you. Okay. See, I'm from the south side. That's why I was like, this ain't no south side. This ain't south. This is. But again. But again, it's Chicago. So again, not even talking about the size of town. This is a Chicago record, and I super love it. How did you come up with the concept? What was the game plan on this?
Yes, thank you so much. So basically, it was just one random day. I was in a studio with my producer, Sean Holmes, and I was listening to juke mixes, just, going through YouTube, just going through songs. And then I came across the DJ Rashad and DJ Gantman, the juke cat. And, I'm just in the room going crazy, like, yeah, this is my shit. And so I was like, yo, can we sample this and like flip it to make it like an R&B, but still keep the sample in it, but like put, a little R&B taste on it. He was like, for sure. So he hurried up, he spliced the beat, he did what he did. And then we wrote the record in like 20 minutes, and then I cut it, and that was it. And it was fun. Cause it was so much fun. It was like, I love juke. I love the style of the culture. So I wanted to do it. I'm like, why wouldn't I do this? I grew up off of this music. Like, I would love to sample.
So what you saying, you growing up, was you ever part of like the dance groups coming up, like the Final Phase and like?
No, I wish I could footwork like them. They so amazing. But I tried to do my little imitation of it. But I remember when I was like in 6th grade, our teachers on half a day, she would let us move all the chairs out the way in a desk, and she would let us have a circle in the middle of the classroom, and niggas are just running, going to the middle. We hold each other's shirts up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's like a little competition.
What school is this?
You said what?
What school was this?
This was Southwood. This was Southwood Middle School. This is in the suburbs though, but man, it was all black kids though. Like a lot of kids from the city moved there. So like I went to school with a lot of city kids, and they knew how to footwork. They was raw. So yeah, that was my little taste of it growing up. Doing my little 2-step.
Oh my God. I see what my kid gonna go to school now. If the teacher's moving the chairs around, it's a party.
At my school, like this school was super ghetto. It was great though. I loved it. But they let us do whatever. They was like, man, go ahead, y'all can dance. We did that like every half a day. Like for real. It was great.
What got you into music? What got you into music growing up? I mean, I know you say you was dancing. And I'm gonna tap on the dancing part. I'm gonna come back to it. But what got you into music?
Yes. So I grew up. My parents, like, nobody really sang or like played any instruments, so it was kind of just random. And my parents used to play a lot of different cultural music. Like my daddy played jazz, old school, the 50s, the 60s, and my mom, she's Mexican, so I had that whole Latin culture too, playing all kinds of salsa, merengue, cumbia, everything. And so like I was just very versatile, and I was just like, damn, because I'm listening to all these different mixes, and I like one day, my mom was playing a classical piano record. And I was like, oh my God, who is that? And I had to be maybe like 7 or 8, maybe younger than that. And my mom showed me the CD and I instantly wanted to play piano, but I didn't have a piano. We had an organ in my basement. And so my mama was like, you should just learn how to play the organ. I'm like, who plays the organ? So my mama, she put me in lessons. So I was, playing that thing. I just learned how to play it, and it was easy to switch to piano from that. And from there, I just started picking up all these different instruments. And that's how I got really started into the music.
And you definitely just put up a video of you doing a split playing the piano. So that's like, I was like,
I'm a hot mess. I'm a mess. Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
No, that was definitely dope, man. And I'm loving the promo around the song Juke. Like, you got everybody doing videos, and you super engaged with with everybody that supports you. Like, you reposting everybody. That's super love, and that's super important for artists as well. So who actually taught you, like, man, like, hey, you gotta support. I mean, you gotta,
Actually, nobody, for real. Like, nobody really told me, like, you need to like show them love. It was just like, I'm just grateful they even listening to my song. Like, and for them to even take their time to listen to it and then even post me, they deserve everything. Like, all I can really do is just repost it, because I'm just like so blessed. Like, wow, it's still unbelievable to me. And then having people dance to it, and like every day somebody else doing something, they hearing it on the radio, and I still can't believe it. Like, what? I hope I could catch you when I come back home, because I haven't caught it on the radio yet.
You haven't caught it yet?
No, everybody else is sending me videos like, you on 92.3. I'm like, dang, I haven't caught it yet, man, but I heard you showing mad love.
So the first time I played it, you still ain't, oh my God.
No, I didn't hear it. I had to catch it on I looked it up on my phone. I went to 92.3 and I had heard it on the radio on my phone, but I wasn't physically in the car. No. But I'm just so happy. I'm so grateful for you and everybody who just showing the record love. Like, damn, thank you. It's my first song I ever put out. So this is just just an amazing experience.
And I know you got so much in store. And like I said, I want to circle back around. Now, I heard a rumor, like you say, you danced, but I heard a rumor that you used to backup dance for somebody.
Yes, I did. It was for Jeremiah.
Yes, sir.
I had to do my little 2-step. It was funny how that even happened, though. It's so random.
How? I really want to, like, it's funny because I grew up with Jeremiah. We went to the same high school, and super talented brother. And I remember, like, going to see some of the shows. And I was like, I seen you before, so I seen you somewhere.
Oh, really?
And then my homegirl, which I think y'all related, Brandy Morgan.
Yeah. Well, I met her through Jay. I met her through Jeremiah. Yeah. She the sweetest thing. I didn't know y'all was related. No, y'all not related.
No, we're not. That's just like super close.
Yeah, that's
so she told me, she's like, yeah, she used to back up dance for Jeremiah. I was like, damn, that's what.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? What was that story like?
So before I started dancing, I was singing. So I was just singing with him. He took me down. That's how I first got on. Like, I was singing with him. We did a song together. We were singing. And then one day, I think he fired one of the background dancers. It was some weird happened. And me, like, I can look at choreography and learn really quickly. Like, I never attempted the dances or nothing. Like, I just used to watch them dance, like, every day, every show. So I kind of, like, knew it. And he was like, I know you know the dance. And I was like, yeah, but why? And then he was like, man, can you, like, it was crazy. He was like, can you dance for me tonight? And I was like, tonight? Like, what? Are you serious? Like, do the full show? He was like, yeah, I know you know how to do it. I'm like, dang. So I got my little outfit And I just did it. I hopped on the stage and I did like maybe 1 or 2 little, times doing it. But I just did the damn thing. I was like, what? And I never performed in front of it was 30,000 people. And I'm out here doing choreo. I never even danced for no major artist or nothing before. So it was just like the spirit of the moment. Like, you sitting right there. I know you could dance. So go ahead. So then it just turned into like an everyday thing after that. Cause he was like, well, you could do it. Why would I get somebody else? I'm like, you right. And it was fun. It was practice. It was just fun. Yeah. I love it.
That's a story.
So that's how that happened. It was just random. I was just sitting there. He was like, hey, you could dance. You could do this, right? I was like, yeah. And so yeah, he just threw me in there with the sharks.
He said he threw you in there with the sharks. Hey, what have you learned? What have you learned from him? Like, seeing him, as this, this big R&B artist, and you starting to blossom in your career. What have you learned? Seeing him.
No, it was just his like work ethic for real. Like, he works so hard. Like, he would be in the studio all day, all night, get up. He ain't had no sleep, hop on a plane, do a show, do the same thing over again. And I used to go in the studio and I'm knocked out like 20 minutes in. And I'm like, how are you up, nigga? Like, what? Like, he will be up and he just working just 5, 6 songs a night, like nonstop. And I just like, wow, I want to have work ethic like that. Like, I need to be pumping out songs like that and getting on the flight, doing a show and doing going to clubs and doing all of that. So it was definitely like a little lesson in that. I was like, yeah. So I definitely took that from him. So that's like a little small part though, but his work ethic was definitely what stuck to me.
So you got some songs in the stash right now. You got some.
Yeah, I got a lot of songs in the stash. I got a lot. Man, they might never come out, but we'll see. But yeah,
well, look, you just gotta let me hear it then. Let me hear it.
No, I told you, you're gonna get the exclusives. You're gonna get the
That's all I need. That's all I need.
Right. Yeah, you got
is your lane gonna be all R&B or? And I ask that because it's like I look at artists like a Dreezy, I look at artists like a Tink, and they had their time when they was like just rapping. But then they had, Dreezy had a time when she was like rapping and singing. Same with Tink, rapping and singing. So, do you think is it straight R&B or is it like I'm about to switch it up on these?
It's definitely a switch up. I don't want to put myself in a box because I feel like, now I wouldn't say too musical, but I feel like I know so much music and I enjoy, so much different kind of music that I want to just, give dabble in each of them. So I got R&B songs, to the hip hop, to even the Spanish.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, I'm doing Spanish. I'm even doing ballads, like just everything. Like I don't want to put myself in a box. I want to be as versatile because that's just the kind of artist I am. But obviously, Juke was just an introduction song to the industry, to the world. Obviously, I'm trying to put Chicago on. So I thought that would have been the best, representation of me and like, to see people in that light first before I actually show, all my other music. But it's definitely a lot of different stuff in the Yeah.
I'm loving that. I definitely think, every artist should definitely be versatile and not center themselves in a box. And, I say this, not be local, be worldwide. And, I see you out there in LA right now. Is that where you living at now? Or you got, okay.
Yeah, I'm in LA.
What made you make that jump? Like, I just gotta go to LA. I can't stay here.
It's funny because I didn't want to leave Chicago. I didn't want to leave home. I wanted to stay, but when I ended up getting signed with Motown, they thought that was the best, move for me to do. And it was like everything out here. And it'll be having more opportunity for me to be out here than at home. And having to fly back and forth, it would have been too much. So I was like, I just moved, and I don't know it. I didn't know nobody out here. I don't have family out here. So I'm like literally out here by myself. But yeah, I just, you know,
Wow.
I did it because I want to pursue, you know, my career. Yeah.
Well, it's like college. I mean, did you go to college? Did you go to college?
For like a semester. Yeah, I did
A
for like
semester?
a semester. But I went to Mizzou. That was that's in Missouri. And it's crazy because I was gonna go to a HBCU. And at the last minute I switched to Mizzou. And I didn't stay. And that's when I got a call for Jeremiah. And I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. I left school immediately. I'm like, why would I be here? Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I don't like school. Like, I did it. It was just, I knew I wanted to do music. So it was like a waste of time. And like, literally, I got that call and I left. I just left.
Hey, I feel you. Hey, that you followed your dream. You followed your passion. So I try to tell a lot of kids that, like, you know, if the school ain't for you, it ain't for you. You like, find what you want to do, and you definitely found what you want to do. You in LA. Have you been starstruck yet? You know, being in this industry, have you been like just like, damn, that's like,
yeah.
what's what?
And it's like crazy because I've never been starstruck because with Jeremiah, I was like introduced to so many different celebrities and it was like cool, like, oh, okay, cool. So like, it didn't really, you know, shock me until I met Stevie Wonder. Cause he is one of my favorite artists.
Wow.
And Motown, they had this documentary and they were showing the premiere of it. And when I tell you all of the Motown greats is there, from the Supremes to Smokey Robinson, to Stevie, I think Barry Gordy was there. He might have been there. I think so. Everybody was there. And I saw Stevie and I was like, I told Tank, I was like, can you please introduce me to Stevie? And he was like, yeah,
Wait,
I got
Tank,
you.
like Tank the singer? Like,
yeah, Tank the singer, yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually signed too with R&B Money. That's Tank label as well.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah, I got that little situation. You know, it's Motown and R&B Money. But yeah, I went there with him and Jay Valentine. And I was like, can y'all please just introduce me? And they ran me up there. And Stevie, he was just so sweet. He shook my hand and gave me a hug. I was like, dang. Like, I'm never touching his hand again.
Now you gotta watch that hand. You gotta watch that hand.
I'm never washing this hand.
It's COVID out here.
Right. That was yeah, that was like my most starstruck moment. Like, wow. That was probably the only artist I've been like that with ever.
Dang, I'm trying to see what artists I've been like that with. I think I don't know if it's artists. I wouldn't say artists. I'd say probably like comedians. Like, I think I walked past Kevin Hart and I was like, damn, that's Kevin Hart. And I remember walking past. Yeah. I was in a club. I was in a club in LA and I was like, damn, that's Kevin Hart. I was like, oh shit, I want to say something, but I just couldn't say that. I was like him, and then Nicki Minaj. I think when I met Nicki Minaj, I literally had to have my head down. I was like,
weak.
I was walking like this. She was walking past, and I was like, God, you know, I didn't want to look. It was around the time when everybody was just talking about her butt, and I just didn't want to look. So
that booty, baby, that booty. Oh my God, I want to meet her so bad. I love Nicki. So lucky, man. I want to meet her.
I just walked past her. I didn't meet her. I just walked past her.
I'm trying to see that booty in person. I'm trying to see that booty in person. Look,
I had to keep my head down. I didn't want to be like no.
Right, you can't let nobody see.
I was like, wait a minute.
That's so funny. That's great. That was Kevin Hart and Nicki. Whew. Yeah, I would definitely be staring if I was there.
I wanted to. I just took a glance, but I just couldn't be a creep. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But speaking of artists, like, what's some artists you looking forward to working with? You know, just, or if you are already working with it, like you got some stuff in the stash.
That's a good question. I definitely have a couple people. Like, obviously, I really want to work with Rihanna. You know how she pronounced her name, baby. Like, that's my girl. And then she be like, I'm Rihanna. But yeah, girl, I ain't trying to butcher your name. But I really want to work with her. Like, I love her. She's another huge inspiration in my music. And who else? Bruno Mars. I know that sounds like crazy, but I'm a huge fan of Bruno. Like I love Bruno. Like I think
Yeah,
he could come.
I sang this. I sang the song in my head because I know I can't sing, so I just sang. I'm gonna open in my head.
Song in my head. Yes, Bruno. I know I'm out there reaching for the stars, but you know,
Nah,
it can happen. And I mean, obviously, I've been on a Jeremiah record, but I really want to actually him do one on my song. I want him to come on one of my songs, and I'll be happy. Like he's amazing. I love.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen.
We gonna pray. We gonna pray. Yeah, but those are really like the top people I really want to work with. Obviously, there's more, but I just can't think right now. But it's more. It's more.
Hey, another question I do want to ask you: are you coming back to Chicago anytime this year?
Yeah, I'm probably coming back later this month, or in June, in the beginning of June.
Okay, because I want to pitch something to you, and I know this is not even part of the interview, but I see everybody in here. I could just say it now. I'm working on this big festival. All right, now this is not even part of the interview, but I do want to get you on this because you are an emerging artist out of Chicago, and I just think the youth would definitely gravitate to the song Juke. So what we're working on is this big prom. Kids ain't get a chance to get prom this year or last year. So we trying to partner with the city and Chicago Park District. And I threw your name out there. I was like, we're gonna get Chicago artists. Let's get Feather. And she's up and coming. She signed with Motown. Yeah. And I haven't had the chance because we still in the process. It's a collab with me, my organization, and Social Works Chance organization.
Wow.
So we working on that right now. So I was like, I would definitely want you to come. But then, again, that's outside of this interview.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to build with you and like really get you out there in front of the kids.
Send that request in. Send that request in.
I'm gonna send it in. I'm gonna send it in. I just wanted to ask that real quick before I continue my interview. I was like, we definitely just talked about it.
We chopping it up. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for thinking about me. Wow.
Nah. Yeah, I told you that record was something different. When I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, this it. I gotta play this.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. I'm so glad you like it. Yes. But I know my schedule, like Motown be having stuff thrown all over the place, and I don't know what they doing. But yeah. I know I'm supposed to be shooting my next music video soon, like in the next month or somewhere around there. But
new single dropping?
You said what?
Yeah. The new single dropping? A new single?
Yeah, I'm coming out with a new one. So, we trying to get the visual out, try to get the visual out before we drop the song. So, yeah, I know we got, I don't know when that is, but I know it's soon. So I'm excited.
Do you feel the visuals help the song more? To actually grow?
Yeah, because at first they wanted to just put the song out, and I was like, no, we need to do a video because I'm a new artist, and like they need to put a face to the song. And I feel like it wouldn't really make sense if I didn't. I know I had like 150 views right now, like, and I just put it out like a month and a half ago, and I'm already at 150K on my first video. I'm like, dang, people really watching it. So I think it definitely boosts the song because like people can see the actual culture when they listen to the song and go watch the video. Like you see all the foot workers, the kids, the grown folks. Like that's what it really is. Like I wanted to showcase those talented dancers, really. And just the love, the beauty of it all. Them people was going crazy. I ain't gonna lie, they was going crazy. And I thought that was, dope to like throwing them Chicago influencers, like Red and Scambone, and have like D-Lo and Chemo come out there too. It was dope. So I feel like that definitely helped people like with the song, putting two and two together. If they don't know the culture, now y'all saw it.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you gonna, like, as you get bigger and bigger in this industry, you're gonna have young ladies looking up to you. So I always like to ask this,
just to, you know, correlate with the youth and all that stuff.
Mhm.
What's some words you could give to like young ladies out here? Like just being a young lady yourself and then just being like in this industry, because you know it's gonna be artists that want to, you know, follow your footsteps as well and be that R&B artist like you. So.
Right. Like basically what I'm living off is, you know, staying yourself. Just be yourself. And I don't know if you still on it. It was breaking up. My bad. It was kind of like you went away. You can hear
I'm
me
good.
now?
Okay. I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of like shut off and it came back. But okay, we good now. But well, what I'm living off of just like being myself and, you know, not trying to follow what everybody else doing. And, you know, if that's not what you do, you know how people getting famous, you know, doing, you know, showing their body, you don't have to do that. You don't have to, like, if you talented, show that. Like, you don't have to be like the next girl. Just be yourself and it's going to come to you, you know, just naturally. And just, you know, don't lower your values and your morals for the people out here, you know, and just stay true to yourself. And that's just, you know, my little piece of advice, you know, and just stay positive and just, you know, just stay true to yourself, really.
You hit us with the little Michael Jackson TLC, like that's just my little.
I'm so goofy. I be trying to be serious. I be laughing.
No, hey, keep that personality. I love it. I love that. Like that's the energy. That's the energy I like. That's the energy that, you know, of course, radio personalities want to see, especially when you come inside these studios and stuff. Yeah. They're gonna want that energy. They're gonna feed off your energy. So I'm loving it. I can't wait. I can't wait till you actually get in here. The project, you got a project coming out. What's the name of the project?
Man, if I had a name, I would tell you. I don't have a name yet, but it's in the works. It's in the works. I should have a name in the next couple of weeks. I'm still recording songs and like swapping out songs. So I should have a, you know, it together in a couple of weeks. And I'm gonna tell you, when I come to that station, I'll definitely be prepared. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna have a name and everything. But it's coming. It's coming real soon. It's coming real soon.
Let's do it. And what can people expect from these songs that you got dropping real soon, especially the new single? What can they expect?
It's completely different from Juke. It's definitely, well, this new single is still in the dance lane. It's a dance record as well. But the project overall is just it's a little bit of everything, kind of like how I told you earlier. Like, I didn't want to put myself in a box. So it's obviously R&B, but I also got other kind of records in there. So you should definitely be expecting, you know, just a whole bunch of everything. A whole bunch of everything.
I can't wait. I already know they had the listening sessions, the listening party, so I missed that one. So
yeah, those was just a couple that, you know, those ain't the official records.
Okay.
So right. You didn't miss nothing. You ain't missed nothing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, damn, I didn't miss out on everything. Like I'm just here in the studio. So
nah, you good. You ain't missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing. All right.
That's what it is. Nah, look, hey, I appreciate you. Definitely good to finally talk and meet. And, you know, I know we got a lot of work. We definitely gonna be getting in from some time now, especially as long as I got this seat. I know you're gonna be in this studio numerous of times rocking with me. So
no, I'm out there. I'm with you. I'm with you. We live.
Let's do it.
Thank you. So, I just appreciate you for pushing my song on the radio. I really appreciate you, and I'm very blessed for you and grateful. And thank you so much.
I'm just trying to take some chances. I'm just taking the chances. You know, taking the chances. Like I told my program director and them, and I was like, "Hey, this a record. This a record." So I'm like, you know, I'm just glad my like I say, Bam and all them like really listen to my ear and, you know, just trust my judgment. I haven't failed yet, so
you got a good ear. I tell you that. You got a good ear.
And Rod, I just want to say I'm appreciative to you too for playing the record. Play it some more. Play it every day. Play it all day.
Look. Okay, now look.
Man,
Hey, look. Now this.
Power 92.3 FM.